Hi guys. Very good evening. Okay, let's start the session. So taking forward from the last class. Okay. Um, in the last class, we started with our generative AI. Okay. We were talking about our generative AI. So generative AI is a type of artificial intelligence that focus on creating the new content, and it is a subset of your deep learning and reinforcement learning. Now, as I told you already, I explained you what is the deep learning and what is the reinforcement learning. Okay, so deep learning, we know it. Reinforcement learning is where the model doesn't require the data. That is called as. Okay, there are some terminologies will be there, which we have to know it over here. That is, the LLM is the first one. That is large language model. Second one is pre-trained and or pre-trained. Next one is there is something called as prompt. Next one is prompt engineering and fine tuning, and there is something called as RAN. Okay, these are the concepts which we are going to discuss it, which is a part of your generative AI. See, as I said it in at the starting itself, if there is a data is there, this is my data. Okay, this data we are going to give it to the model. Okay, and you are going to give this data to the model, and model will become intelligent over here. Okay, 1 second, guys. Okay. Now, let's take it. This is my model. One second. So with this. One second, guys. Okay, anyhow, it's not working. So here, what I can do it is like this model will become intelligent over here like this. Okay. This model will become intelligent over here. Now, what we are going to do it is, this is a normal model which is trained with the data. Now, what we are going to do it is, we are going to, train this model. Okay, we are going to train this model with a very, very large volume of data. Okay, like very large, very, very means humongous volume of data. That is called as, like you will get a very large volume of data like this. Okay, and you are going to give it to the model, and this model is trained with a very large volume of data. As it is, and this is very high-end system will be, it is a very high-end system. And this, whatever data we are giving it, okay, now this is like, give it to the model. Now, what exactly happens is over here, this model will learn from this data. Now, what is this? Okay, what is this data? How big is data is? You can take it as a data over the internet. Entire data over the internet. Okay, that is what is called as our. Now, whatever the public domain data, you are going to, this will learn. This will learn from that. Now, what is happens is, this is a very, very large volume and it is holding a very large stuff. So what you will do it is, you are using, this is, as it is a very large volume of data, this is, they started calling it as LLM. That is called as large language model. Now, large language model means, whenever, now language model means whenever you are dealing with the textual data, linguistic data will be there. That is called as, language model. Now, and when you are dealing with a very, very large volume of data, that is called as large language model. Now, this is so intelligent that it will start giving you the answers to the questions, whatever you ask it. Okay, and and this training period, like this is called as training period, right? This training period will be like 30 to 90 days. You can take it approximate 30 to 90 days. Now, this is not your system. It will be a very, very high-end system. Okay, this and this large language model, based on this, we will build a application. My application. And this is my LLM, and this is my application. And this application is nothing but your Jdbc. Jdbc is the very popular application. Inside that, there is LLM. That LLM. Now, this is developed by a company called as OpenAI. Now, like this, there are many companies are there which they are developing, like Google company is there, Anthropics is there, Meta is there, Microsoft is there, like XAI is there, that is a Elon Musk company. All these are nothing but the, like companies which are developing their own LLMs. And this, okay, now what? Now, this is a very, very expensive process. Now, this expensive process, how expensive it is, like it may take in Indian currency, or in dollars, you can take it as $5 to $8 million per training period. Per training period, $5 to $8 million for this of the training period. And for this 90 days, they will consume a very, very large volume of like large megawatts of energy in a sense like electricity. Because this is a very high-end system and there is a very large volume of data. When you want to train it, it will take a large, like a very huge volume of electricity, okay, consumed over here. Okay, that is how it is trained. And this is not like each and every company cannot do that. So only the companies which are well reputed with financially and technically, only those can do it. And few of them are OpenAI, Gemini, or Google, sorry, or Google over here. There is Meta is there, and there is Microsoft is there. All these are the companies which are having the capability. IBM, they are having that capability of preparing their own models. Okay, now that is what it is like. OpenAI, Google, Meta, Microsoft, and like you can take it IBM and all those things. Now they have their own LLMs. Now, this is they are having like Gemini is their own LLM. This is having Llama. Microsoft is having their own, and IBM is having their own over here. Okay, there are many are there. Falcon is there, like Cloud is there, and Mistral is there. There are so many LLMs are there in the market. Okay, now suppose you want to use this LLM into your system. Now, just say that you are working in a small company or you're owning a small company. Now, can't we use it? Yes, you can use it. What you can do it is you can get this LLM into your system. Okay, you can get this LLM into your system. Okay, now your system is like you are into local system, and then you can not local system, you can directly get it and you can use it in your application. Okay, now this is your own application and this is your LLM. Okay, now the LLM which is developed by these people, we are getting it. How we will get it? Through an API. We will create an API, and the API is application programming interface. So through which we can interact with the local API, OpenAI system or Google or Meta, and you can get it there, LLM, and you can start using. Of course, some cases it is free, some cases we have to pay. Okay, that is what it will be doing it. And so this is the way you will be taking care of the things. Now here, this is called as training, as we are getting this LLM into our system. So this model, we call it as pre-trained model. Pre-trained model over here. Okay. It depends where you want to use it, how you want to use it. Where you want to get it, you can get it. Wherever you want. You want to get it into your cloud system, or you want to get it to your local servers, or you want to keep it on the from directly you want to use it from their servers, you can do it. Whatever you want to do it, it depends upon that.
Uh, yeah, sir. So one might be a silly question, but yeah, just curious to know how does it basically, as you mentioned, these are very large data and very huge data, and how does it get installed on my cloud or on my local? I mean, if you can say something about this.
Sorry.
So you mentioned, right, like these are very the large models, LLMs are very these are very high data. I mean, in scale, basically, huge data it is having, and then
So
how does it get installed on my
uh,
local system or
uh,
in the servers? Yeah.
okay, just let me clarify it. It doesn't mean that you are carrying this data along with this model.
Mm-hmm.
It's like model is learned this knowledge. It is having the knowledge of this data. And when you are getting, you will be getting this one. Usually we can directly connect it with the API. You don't need to get it to your system directly. If it is not if you don't want to keep it so secure in your system and give your own data, then no need to get it to your system directly with the API. You can connect it and you can use it. Okay, until unless you want to get it to your system and then you want to do it on your with your own private data, then only you have to get to your own system. Otherwise, you can directly use this API and you will connect it.
Okay. So when it comes to corporate world, right? If I'm working with some organization, at that time there might be some security concerns. So I think at that time we need to get it on our premises. Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
your servers. Now it
Mhm.
depends like what kind of servers you are using, where you want to keep it. To avoid that, you want to keep it as security wise, then you will be getting into a secure environment and you will train with your own data. Otherwise, you will not do it.
Yeah. Okay, sir. I think I got my answers. Yeah, please proceed. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, now let's take it this one. Now here we know that we are preparing our. Now what the major drawback with this LLM is, first thing is it can't deal with your recent, it is not exposed to your recent data. Okay, your LLM is not exposed to the recent data and it is not having the access to the private data. Okay, now suppose now I want to give my private data to the LLM directly. You can do it. Then your private data will be exposed to all the people. So to avoid that problem, we are going to get this LLM into our own environment. This is my own environment, or let me give it this environment with a different shape. Like this. This is my environment. And I want to get it this LLM over here. And I will be, this is the one. Okay. And this LLM is already trained with the public domain data. Now I want to give my own data. Like let's take it. This is my private data. What is there over here? Let's take it. This is my private data, my customer data or my client data. This is my private data. I want to give this data to the LLM. Now, again, remember this. This I'm getting to my local system. Okay. Then I will give this data to this LLM. Now, LLM will learn from this data and it will remember the data. Learn this and remember the data. So previously, it was only exposed to the private data. I got to my local system. And here, I'm giving my private data. And it's your responsibility that you have to secure this. If you are not going to secure it, if you are not going to provide the enough security, then this LLM will be connected to the online servers, and then your data will be exposed. Okay. Now, once it is done, securely, now this can access to your private data as well as your public domain data, whatever is there, you can do it. Okay. Now, that is what exactly happens over here. Now, this process this is our pre-trained, which is already trained. Now I'm training it again. The pre-trained model, we are training it again. This is called as fine-tuning. We call it as fine-tuning. Okay. Now, as I told you here, this is kind of a risky thing, what we are doing it, because we have to make sure that we have to provide the enough security for this. Now, here, the problem is like, okay, we want to share this LLM with the public data, says the public domain data, whatever the data is available over the public domain, along with my private data, I want to accessible to my internal team members all over the world. Just imagine, I'm having a team in America or in India and in Japan. Just imagine like this. America, India, and Japan. Like this, we are having it. Clear? Now, what we will be doing over here is we are giving the publicly along with this, and it's our responsibility to make sure of that. Okay. Now, this is a very risky thing of our data, because technology wise, you should have expertise. You have to provide the security and you have to do the fine tuning process. All these things is a pretty expensive. So to avoid this, okay, there is something, a new approach is there. That approach is called as RAG. RAG. Okay. Nowadays, the people are avoiding this. That is fine tuning, not this. Okay, it is avoiding this fine tuning where you are giving the data to the LLM and LLM will remember this data. First thing is, if this is a very frequently changing data, then this is not going to work. So it will be something like a stagnant data and private data, and which is not changed so frequently for next 6 months or so. Then we are going to go with this fine tuning. Okay, and also it has its own risk. As I said it, there is like our data privacy is at risk, and it requires a very sophisticated technology to secure it, and also to perform this fine tuning, you should have a technical expertise guy, and to maintain it, you have to do it all these things. But RAG is a a mechanism. Instead of giving the entire data and making it learn, so what I'll do it is I will give a context over here. If I ask a question about some, in this related information, I'm going to provide over here in the form of documents. Okay. Okay, this is a RAG. RAG is wherever each and every job related to generative AI, nowadays the RAG is a very, very important concept. Because fine tuning is like, as I said it, there are so many complications are there with the fine tuning. So we will avoid the fine tuning. Then we will go with it. Okay. So here you can see it, the pre-trained and fine tuning and RAG. Okay. Now, what is this prompt? So whenever we are asking a question to our LLM, that is called as prompt. Whenever we are asking a question to our LLM, that is considered as a prompt. What definition you wanted? I already writing the important one. The pre-trained fine-tuning, I explained it, right? As we move forward, then I will give you the complete definition over there. This is not we are not going to finish it off, this one. This is a very, very detailedly we are going to go through it. Like if you see it, if you take it, any of them, here you can see this. There is a prompt engineering. This entire stuff is the prompt engineering. Okay, so look at this, the content, what we are going to learn it. Okay, and now this is, that's why I'm saying it. I'm just giving a very much overview about these concepts so that, we can move forward. It's a very detailedly we will go with these concepts. Okay, now coming down to the prompt. Prompt is nothing but a question. So if you take it, like if you take an ChatGPT, now ChatGPT is powered with an LLM. Okay. Now here, this LLM is powered, this ChatGPT is powered with the GPT-5. Okay. Now you can ask it, what version of GPT you are powered with? I'm powered with GPT-5. Can you see? GPT-5 and the latest generative AI, OpenAI. Now, generative OpenAI language model. OpenAI is a company. So there it is. Okay. Now, this, whatever I'm asking, this is called as okay. This is we call it as a prompt. Okay, we call it as a prompt. The more and more detailedly you are going to give the prompt, the better you will get the results. Okay, the more and more information you will give it, the better you are going to get the results. So writing the prompt itself is a skill, or it's an art of writing the prompt. Got it? So this is, question is nothing but a prompt. The more details you are going to provide, that is called, the better you will get the answer. The skills of writing this prompt in detail, we call it as prompt engineering. Prompt engineering. Okay? Clear? Now, pre-trained means that is the model which is already trained with the data is called as pre-trained. What is prompt means the query or the questions what you are going to ask to an LLM is called as your prompt. Okay. Now, prompt engineering. What do you mean by prompt engineering? The art and the skills of writing the prompt is called as prompt engineering. Fine tuning, already trained model, you are going to retrain it with your own data is called as fine tuning. Okay. And what is RAG? RAG is an approach where we are going to ask a question, and along with the question, we are going to provide some documents that, with the help of those documents, the LLM will answer the question. This is called as RAG. Now, this is an alternate method of your fine tune, because of which nowadays the smaller companies, they are not going with the fine tuning. They prefer to go with the RAG system. Okay, that is the advantage of the RAG. Okay, and RAG, one more major advantage is you are not going, your model will not remember the data. No. See, if you are, how you're going to go with is, so you are having a question. Now, let's say this is your LLM. I will just paste it. Maybe it is there. Yeah. This is my LLM. Now let's forget it. Okay. This is our LLM. Now this LLM, you are asking some private question over here. Very much like very private question. Okay, like you are asking like what is the salary of who is the head of a particular project in IBM. Now, no, it will not have that information. Or what is the contact number of the CEO of a Deloitte Hyderabad, or something like that, contact number. It will not give you private contact number. No, it will not have it. Okay, this kind of private information may not have it. So so there is a restriction is there with the LLM. It can get the data only from the public domain data, whatever is there, that you can get it. The private data, you can't get it. Suppose you are asking a very much private question over here. As I said it, I'm asking a very private question over here to my LLM. Now, this is my query or the question. Now, while I'm asking this question, I'm going to provide the supporting documents over here to the LLM. Now, this is, I'm not training it, I'm giving it. Okay, while asking this question, I'm giving these documents. So this is my query. And what the LLM will do is like, to answer this query, it will take the help of this. And it will start. This is called as in context. Okay, this is called as in context data. Okay, now this is something like a unique feature of the latest versions of the LLM through which we can perform, or we can make the LLM work on the private or the recent data. Okay, this is the way you will be doing. Now, now, for example, I can show you. Now you will get it over here. See, retrieval augmented generation. RAG stands for retrieval augmented generator. Okay. Now let's see it over here. I'm giving something like this. 10, 20, 30, 40. I'm giving it like this. Okay. Now I'm giving to my LLM. Now it is asking me, what you like me to perform calculation, like number, average, etc., or analyze them on some way. Because it is not understanding what it has to do. So it is not able to understand it. So what you can do it is, you can provide some examples. Now I will give it over here, some examples, some question. Okay. Now question is like, I'm asking if single number is provided, okay, perform Q, or we can say it symbol provided like 9. Okay, so answer should be 9. So 9 into 9 into 9. Okay, next one is Q2. Question 2. If two numbers are provided like 10 or maybe 20, or 22, 5. Okay, like this. Then answer should be, okay, 22 into 5. It has to do it. If 3 are provided, or let's say if 4 are provided, Question 3. If 3 numbers are provided, right, perform addition. Okay. Now answer, like you have to deal with like this. 100 plus 200 plus 300, like this. And if question 4 is there, question 4, if 4 values are provided, perform first addition, or it will be, I will show you. 4 numbers are provided like 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. Now I am having something like this. Or then what I want it to perform is answer. First add or multiply 2 numbers, 20. Then subtract a third number. And then, or first add first 2 numbers. Let's do it, multiply. And then you add last digit, last number, like this. Question is, if 1 number cube, 2 numbers multiplication, and like this. Okay. Now you see it. I'm asking question 5. What is the question over here? I'm giving like perform relevant operation, or you can give it over here just like this. I'm going to do it. Perform necessary action on following numbers. So what I'll give it is 100, comma 200. Now what is this? It will do it. This is my question. Previously I asked it, it was confused. Now I am asking this one because I provided some samples over here in the prompt itself. Based on that, it will do the necessary operations. See this? As per the example, 2 numbers it has to. Now, if I give it over here, now you look at this, I'm giving it like 120, comma, 40, comma, and 60, or 60, comma, and 30, or let's take it 90, like this. I'm giving 4 numbers. Now let me do this. 4 numbers. So it is remembering this. Whatever I asked it, it is remembering this, and this is performing necessary operations. See, you are provided the 4 numbers. According to your rule, for 4 numbers, we perform first 2 numbers multiplication, third number subtract, addition. That's what it is doing. Now, the advantage is, as long as this is running, this instance is running, this will be there. This information will be remembered. But, in the buffer, once we leave this one, or if we leave it and maybe if we get back after a couple of hours, then this information will not be there. Suppose if I'm doing the same thing with the fine tuning, the information will be permanently stored inside the memory of, or the parameters of the LLM. That is the major difference between these two. Okay, this is called as in context. Now, I'm not saying this is RAG. The RAG will be performed in this way. Okay, similar kind of stuff, but it will be done in an extreme way. There are so many things will be involved. So I'm giving a basic understanding how the RAG will work. This is what is called as in context. Okay. Now, hope you got the idea what do you mean by in context. Okay. Now, what is like agentic AI? Now, agentic AI is like, it is considered as autonomous AI. Means it can think and it can analyze it, the problem statement, and it will engage the necessary resources and it will perform the task. Okay, our involvement is minimized over here. Autonomous agents or AI. What do you mean by that is it will perform the things on its own. Our involvement is like cut off. That is what happens with your agentic AI. Okay, you can take it as it is a class of artificial intelligence system that are specially designed to exhibit high level autonomy, very high level autonomy. Now it will take care of the things. Our involvement will be minimal. Now, of course, based on the LLM, whatever the output is generated on the LLM, that output will be taken forward, or whatever we are analyzing it based on the query or the prompt, that will be taken care and it will do the everything. Our involvement will be zero over here. Okay. Now, like decision making, capability, and goal-oriented behavior with minimal okay, like this. Decision making, capability, and goal-oriented behavior with a minimal human interference or intervention. Okay, this is what is called as your now autonomous agents, which is nothing but the agentic AI. Now, a simple example I can give it as, now suppose you are asking a question over here. Okay, you are asking some question on the like particular topic. You are asking some question on the particular topic. Now, like for example, you will see it. I wanted to plan a trip. Just say I'm planning a trip abroad and within a budget of this and prepare an entire plan. Now, what exactly the agentic AI will do it over there? First, you will give a prompt. Okay, you will give a prompt over here. Now, this prompt will be taken care by your LLM. LLM over here. And LLM will allocate this task to an autonomous agent. Okay, there will be this you can consider as an autonomous agent. Okay. Now, this autonomous agent, you can consider it as an orchestrator, like which you can manage the things. Now, whatever the query is asked over here, let's take it, whatever the query is asked, this query we are going to pass it on over here. Okay, this is my LLM. Now, LLM will allocate this to my agent. This is my agent, autonomous agent. Okay, agent. Now, this agent is already provided with the multiple agents with it. Okay, it's already having the multiple agents with it, like this. Okay. Now, what exactly happens is when you are asking a query that from this, when it comes, this will, perform the reasoning of that complete query, and it will allocate the task, one tasks to one agent. Now, it depends which agent is capable of what. Now, this will allocate the task. Now, our involvement is 0 over here. It will take care of the stuff. Okay. And what will happen is this agent will be provided with some tools. Okay. They will be provided with some tools. Okay. And this agent, now here agent 1, 2, 3, 4, these agents will use this tool and perform the necessary, it will extract that, or it will acquire the necessary information. Like you are asking to plan a trip to the nearby country around 2,000 kilometers. Then when you give it now, and the budget also you gave it. So what it will do it is, it will allocate one task to this, second task, third task, and fourth task. Like 4 agents will be allocated. One will find out the destination, okay, which is around 2,000 kilometers. Second one will search for the flight tickets and their fare. Third one may go up to their, what are the holiday destinations are there in that particular place. And fourth one will be going and calculating the budget on the daily basis. That is what your agentic AI will be doing it. Okay, so what are the things it will do it? Agentic AI, there will be 4 steps it will be doing it. Now, if you are talking about the agentic AI, so agentic AI will do the 4 steps over here. First one is, we can call it as reasoning. Okay, now this is, first it will do it. This is my agentic AI. Sorry. AI. Okay. Now this will perception. Second one is reasoning. Third one is action. Fourth one is learning. These are the ones. Okay. Now, this is what it will be done. Each and every task, what is being allocated, there will be perception and reasoning, action, and learning from it. Now, how it will be done is, now each and every agent, agentic AI agent will do this. Now, that means if you are giving over here a particular task for this, like find the destination. Okay. Now, this one, find the flight tickets. And this one, find the holiday destinations in that. Okay. Place to visit, I can say it as, we can go with place to visit. Places to visit. Now, this one is like expenses on daily basis. On daily basis. Now, this is the first one. This is the second one, third one, and fourth, like this. Okay. Now, when we pass it on this, now this is an autonomous agent. Even they are autonomous agent. Each agent will perform the 4 steps. What are the 4 steps? Perception, reasoning, and action and learning. Here also, each agent will perform 4 steps over here, like this. Like this, it will perform. And if you give a task, it will take care of everything. Agentic AI will take care of everything. Again, this agentic AI is implemented with a land graph. It is implemented with Crew AI, like the AutoGen. There are many ways we can implement. As a part of this course, we are going to go with the land graph very detailedly, and I will give you an overview of the Crew AI and AutoGen. An overview about that, how it works, so that. Okay. Now, as I told you, there is a question, is there? Obviously, they will communicate with each other. Talk means they will not talk, they will communicate with each other. It depends upon the tools, like what kind of. So here, maybe you are using an like a calculator to calculate the tickets, maybe a web search agent, that is also a tool, and your weather report agent. Like, it depends. There are so many tools will be there. Like if you are doing a search, there is a web search agent it require. And when you are doing necessary calculations, you require a calculator. And when you are dealing with some weather report kind of stuff, there is a weather report agent is required. So there are so many agents will be there. Tools will be there. It depends upon the tools. Okay.
Yeah, one more question about these agents only. Like, can you scroll up a little bit? Yeah. So these agents, right? I mean, who writes this agent? I mean, we need to write it customly, or the LLM already has like classes and we have to just use it, or it uses according to the need. LLM already knows it. Which agents has to be used for which kind of task. I mean, how it works.
I already done with that, Arun Kumar. I already given the complete details. I think that they provided you the video link. You can go through that and you can do it. Okay. Coming down to your question. See, thanks, Arun. It depends. If you are dealing with a generic topic, there will be a built-in agents will be there. You can take them and you can use it. And if you are having some specialized task where you can't get it, then you have to do the customized agents. I hope that is your question.
Yes. So you mean to say, if something is not available as per my need, I have to customize it or write my own agent and use it. Is it?
Yeah, obviously.
Okay.
You have to write your own agent. You have to build your own agent. Now, if there is a common task is there, you don't need to build it. You can directly take it. When you are using the framework like land graph or a Crew AI, they will be providing some default agents. You can take it and you can use it. No, I want to customize my own agent. You can take it and you can use it. It's up to you. How even the prompts also, there will be some built-in prompts will be there or some customized prompts will be there. It's up to you how you want to use it. Okay, when we use the framework based on the flexibility and the advancement of the framework, they will be providing you this. Okay, any more questions, please? Okay, now let me show you how I can get this agent and I can create my own application. Agents are not the wrappers. Agents are a part of, or a, you can take it as, how to explain? See, if there is a particular task is there, you want to perform. Okay, there is a limitation for your LLMs. They can't do it everything. Okay, now, then in that case, the agent, it will allocate the tasks to the agent, and agent will use its tools and it will get it done, that task. Now, for example, I told you, now here we are having over here. I asked a question over here. Let's ask this one again. So I'm going to ask a question over here. When GPT-5 got trained, okay, when GPT-5 got trained, or when the last GPT, like GPT-5 was trained with the latest data. Let's see it, if I'm putting the right question. Officially launched on August 2027. I don't have the public confirmation training cutoff date for GPT-5. Okay, I will say it as when GPT-5 was launched first. It's saying that August 7th, 2025. Okay, that's fine. Now let's see it over here. We'll get it. Now, this is on August 7th. Now, today's date is like 16th of October. Okay. Now, this is officially, it is saying that it was launched, and means like before 30 days. Okay, before 30 days, let's assume 30 days. 30 days back data, it got trained. Like this, like we can say it as in the month of June, July, last data, it got trained. Or let's take it August data also till August 7th, it got trained. Okay, now actually it is a launching date. After completing of the training, it is launching. As I told you, there is a training period will be there, 30 days to 45 to 90 days. So let's remove that and say that August. Now I'm asking a question over here, a simple question. What is the temperature in Delhi today? Today, in a sense, like I'm talking about 16th October. Now here, according to, as per this, it should not have this information because it is last got launched was August 7th. If assuming that it has the August 7th data, it should not have it, but it is giving us, see, 87 degrees Fahrenheit over here. Now, if you can take it as 30 degrees Celsius, okay, approximately it will be pretty much same. Okay. Now let's see it over here. It's showing now, currently it is showing 23 degrees Celsius. Approximately it is pretty much same here. You can see it here from the morning, afternoon, and how it came around 30. It is taking it as around 30 and it is giving. That's okay. Okay. Now, how is this possible? Now, the question is, how is this possible? Now, this was trained with the last August, like 2 months back. Now, how is this getting it? Now, what this will do it is LLM. LLM is allocated with some agents for this kind of purpose. Now, in this case, that the LLM will trigger the relevant agent which deals with the temperature, weather report. Okay, and it is going to get that information and give it to a LLM, and LLM is displaying us. Now, you hope you got it. The agent is kind of a tool or kind of a supporting stuff which can help the LLM to perform some task which is out of the knowledge of your LLM. That's the way it will do it. Okay. Now, if you ask a recent like here, I'm asking. Okay. Now, I'm asking over here. Afghanistan, sorry. Okay. And Pakistan war. Latest update or status. I'm going to do it. Okay. Yeah, I've written the wrong spelling. Pakistan. I don't know if I'm making something wrong. Afghanistan and Pakistan. Okay, that's fine. Status. Now let's go further over here. Yeah, recent situation. October 2025, border clashes escalated, sharply with the both sides. And here it is. Now, again, look at the date. How it is doing it? Because the relevant agent is triggered. Relevant agent is triggered and it is going to. Now, it depends, like based on the task, how you are using or how much autonomous you wanted. Based on that, the relevant agent will be triggered. Okay, if it is an autonomous agentic AI, there will be if you are giving a task, it will do an end-to-end analysis and it will get it. But if you are going with a generative AI agent, then what will happen means it will be monitoring under the guidelines of your LLM. That's it. Is agent part of LLM algorithm? What do you mean by that? LLM algorithm. You are talking, I didn't get you this, Ratan. And Shubham, I think that I answered your question over here. You have to clarify your doubt, Rati. I don't know like what's name it is. Okay, now let me show you how we can pull off an open AI, open source agent, and I can work it out. So here I'm going with Visual Studio. Now I'm going with some folder. Okay. Now I'm not going to configure and install all those things. Now I will just, or let's go with this one, guys, to avoid the complexity. I'm not sure. So first, I'm just using some OpenAI. Okay, OpenAI agent, or let's go with the open source one using the Grok. Okay, I will go with here Jupyter Notebook. I'll first open up the Jupyter Notebook over here. Just give me a minute. Okay, now I'm going over here, just over here. And here I'm giving it. Here, let me install some things like pip install LangChain. LangChain, LangChain -grok. Okay, now this helps us to get the free OpenAIs. Okay, LangChain -4. Let's finish it off. And meanwhile, let's import LangChain and from LangChain _grok import chat grok. Just wait, let it install. This is kind of installation. I'm doing it. This is I'm importing it. This is also I'm importing it. Okay. It's done. And this one I have to execute. This one is also done. Okay. Now here, now it is done. Now let's go to the grok over here. This is a platform from where you can access some open source and closed source LLMs. Now here you have to create an account over here, like which one I'm using it over here. Okay, just a minute. Now here I will go with the grok. Now here I'm building up over here. Create an API key. I'm already logged in. I already have an account over here. So all you can do it is just go, you can create an account with your Google Gmail. And here I'm creating the API key. It's creating an API key for us. This is the API key. We got it. You can copy it. Now, this API key is to get into this one from our system. Okay, I'll store it over here. This is our API key. I will comment it. I will use that one. Now, here in this, we got the API key. I saved that API key now. And if you go to here, let's see this. Okay, there are some API keys over here. And here you can find some LLMs. Can you see it? These are some LLMs. Okay, now I'm going with Llama over here. Let's go with let's see. There should be a Llama. Here, this one I want to go with. This full name is Llama 3.3, 70 billion parameters over here. This is the one. Okay. This is the one I'm talking about. Versatile. Okay. I copied this and I will keep this one over here. Okay. First, I created an API key to the Grok and I also took, this is an LLM. This is a platform on which this LLM is there. Now, all you have to do it is create an API key. This is a free of cost and you can access this. Okay. Now, how you are going to access it? Simple. Okay. Now, all you have to do it is chat Grok. And here, what I will do it is, I will give it the API key first. Okay, that is Grok underscore API underscore key. This should be the same. And this is my key. I'm taking the keys. I'm putting down the key over here. Here. And then what is the model? What is the LLM we are using? That is a model. And model name is this. Llama 3.3. Now, if you want to know more about this, you can go through this. What are the things it can do it? So here, this one is. So I created a model. This I will give a name as LLM. You can give any name. Okay. I'm just giving it. Sorry. Here, like this. Okay. Now here, a LangChain Grok import chat Grok. And here, chat Grok, we passed on the actual API to access that one, and then this LLM. Now, all you have to do it is, I'm running it. Now it is all set. Now I will ask a question. Okay, my question, I'll give it as query is equals to input, enter your query. Now the user will enter the query. That query will be coming over here. That query, I will pass it on to the LLM by using invoke. LLM is this. Remember this. This is the LLM. I gave the name as LLM. You can give any name. You can give it as AJ LLM, Arjun LLM. You can give any name over here. And here you have to give it Arjun LLM. LLM is not mandatory to be any name you can give it. Now here you pass on this query. That's it, the query. And this will give us the result. That result, you can see it. print result. Okay. Now that's it, guys. Now I'm literally, this acts like my chat GPT. Okay, now I'll show you. Okay, let's take this. Here I'm going with my chat GPT. This is my chat GPT, and this is my own version of chat GPT. Okay, now here what we are going to do it is, I'm going to ask a question. What is capital of India? Okay, let me run it. Capital of India is New Delhi. Now here I'm going to ask the similar question. What is capital of India? Now here is a response. Now you may ask me, what is this? It is getting me all this. See, look at this one, first one. The capital of India is New Delhi. This is the actual answer. This is the additional information. Okay, all the additional. If I don't want to see this, then all I can do it is dot content. That's it. Now you can give it your question. What is capital of India? Now you can see it, capital of India is New Delhi. Here you can see capital of India is New Delhi. Okay, now you can ask tallest building or tallest statue in the world. What is the tallest statue in the world? Now you can ask it. Now it is getting some information. The tallest statue in the world is Statue of Unity, located in Kevadia, that is Gujarat. And it is giving us the height. And it's like Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and it is giving all the information. Now, the next one is Spring Buddha. Now there is different, you can Myanmar, Russia, and all those things. Now you can ask me all the questions. The same tallest statue in the world. Got it? Now it is giving us, you have hit the free plan of this. Now that's okay. Now here it is. Now, this is the way you can create your own LLM. I don't think so for writing this code, you should require some extraordinary skills. No, all you have to know it is how you have to go forward. Import LangChain, from LangChain, Grok. This is, LangChain is used to create and integrate the stuff. This is a framework. The LangChain underscore Grok will connect it to the Grok platform, just I showed you. And then there, the chat Grok, I'm giving the API key and I'm giving the model. That's it, nothing else. And from here on, we will go forward and do the necessary stuffs. Okay. Okay. I have to stop it over here because it's already 8:30. And any questions you have it, guys, for me?
Yeah, sir, am I audible?
Yes.
Yeah, so you were giving that example of ChatGPT where it was using this agentic AI, right? So what we know is like ChatGPT is based on generative AI. So now it is also capable of agentic AI, is it?
See, agentic AI is an extension of generative AI. It's not that they both are different. You can't implement the agentic AI without having the knowledge about generative AI. So agentic AI is an extension of your generative AI. In the agentic AI, we are going to deal with the autonomous agents. For that, again, the LLM will come into the picture. Now, LLM is a concept of your generative AI.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Now, what is next? Any more questions here? It's ChatGPT based generative AI. How does it decide agentic AI? Now, it depends upon the task. You are going to write the code in such a way that when there is an agent should think autonomously, then you will be going with it. Okay. Morning batch, there is no morning batch. Grok, I think that I already informed what is Grok. And if I say generative AI only works with retrained data, does not deal with the latest data. I think any more questions you have it, guys? Okay, I think that today will be our last class demo, and you can coordinate with the admin people for our like when the officially our batch will be. Mostly tomorrow or Tuesday we will be starting. So today will be the end of our demos. Okay, thank you very much, guys, and thanks a lot. So let's meet very soon. I gave you my contact number. If you have any query, you can just call me or you can contact. Okay, sure. I will stop it over here, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.